May 6th, 2024 minutes.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Public comments regarding agenda items. Looks like no comments.
Okay.
Public hearing and consideration of removal of in section 528 feet of Black Hollow Lane from the county road list.
Yeah, so this was submitted to us by the road superintendent. I've tried to call him to get his official recommendation, but I can't get a hold of him. So we did go ahead and schedule our public hearing for tonight, so we can still have that. And then after we have the public hearing, you guys can deliberate, take action, or table it until we talk to James. So I would imagine that he is in favor of this request. However, I'd hate to assume anything when it comes to this, because he was the one that was telling me about it and all this. But if you would, Mr. Chairman, close the planning commission meeting and open the public hearing.
Okay, we're gonna close the planning commission meeting, we're open the public hearing on consideration of the road shortening.
If you would just ask if there's any public comment.
Have we got any public comment on it? From anywhere? Apparently not.
All right, then we can close the public hearing, reopen planning commission meeting.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing, we'll open up the planning commission back up.
Anybody have any thoughts on it as far as action that they want to take? I don't know how much of a hurry they're in. I don't know any of the details on it. And like I said, I think James is in favor, but I'd certainly hate to assume anything.
I don't have a problem with it if he don't, but can we table the thing until, well, that puts it off 2 months.
That's correct. The only thing is, if we table it this month, it will go to August. What we could do is recommend in favor of the closing, and then if James doesn't want to do it, he can say so at the county commission meeting, which I would imagine it would probably be this month that it would be on the docket. If we have the agendas went out, Geraldine, yet?
No, our meeting's not till the last Monday.
Yeah, so there would be time to put it on the agenda. But that's gonna be up to you guys, however you want to proceed.
Our next planning meeting's not till August anyway.
That's correct. That's why if we put it off,
No,
it'll be August before we'll be able to consider it again.
we're gonna do it that way. But, I mean, I've been back there, there used to be an old cabin back there, and I don't even know if it's there now.
Yeah,
It was a pig path.
yeah. And this might be that.
I mean, it just, one way back there, that's got to be it, so.
You just don't know the details of it.
No, he sent me correspondence that said, please schedule this public hearing to remove the last 1/10 of a mile, which is 528 feet.
Yeah.
So it's totally up to you what you guys wanna do. Like I said, we can make a recommendation, and then because the county commission's ultimately is gonna decide whether this is closed or not. A recommendation tonight gets it off our plate, so to speak.
I'll make a motion that we send it to the county commission.
In favor of the request?
Right.
Gotcha.
And you said James could be there if he don't want it.
If he makes a recommendation against it. Yeah, he'll have to give a public recommendation one way or the other before it goes
Okay.
forward.
Basically, he can stop it.
Yeah, typically he does that at this level, but since he's not here, we can't get it, so.
Okay, I'll second it.
And then I would like to call a roll on that, Mr. Chairman, if you don't care. All right, so we have a motion by Tina Williams. Speak of the devil. You mind if we,
Go ahead.
Take that.
That's probably James.
hey, James?
Well, I forgot, Tommy, do you need me?
Well, we have a quorum, but we have that public hearing, we're right in the middle of the public hearing for Black Hollow Lane. And we were just kinda curious, are you in favor of or against the, petition to close the last 528 feet of Black Hollow Lane?
I'm in favor of it.
Okay, perfect. So we do have a motion and a second to do that, and I'm gonna put you on record as being in favor of the request. Do you have the petitioner's name handy?
That would be Joey
assuming that he owns both sides of the road back there.
That is my understanding, Tommy.
Okay, perfect. So we do have, I think that's all we need. Does anybody have any questions for James while I've got him? All right, James, I'll let you go, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
But unless something has changed, the bond's on that whole world.
Okay. Hang on just a second, let me get caught up.
When you cross the bridge, you're in bond country. Going back to the end of the bluff.
All right, Mr. Chairman, if you don't mind, we'll pick up right where we left off. That's all right. All right, so we have a recommendation in favor of the petition from Joey Vaughn to remove the end section of 528 feet of Black Hall Lane from the county road list. We have a motion to that effect by Tina Williams and a second by Nicole Cooper. Does everybody understand the motion on the floor? All right, I'm gonna call the roll. A vote of yes or aye will approve the motion. A vote of no or nay will negate the motion. Again, this is to recommend removal of the end section, a recommendation to the county commission to remove the end section, which is 528 feet of Black Hollow Lane. Jimmy Johnson,
Yes.
Nicole Cooper,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Tina Williams.
Yes.
All ayes, Mr. Chairman, so that motion will be, or that recommendation will be passed on to the county commission, to put on their, next available agenda.
Consideration final subdivision plat for property located on Monterey Highway and Highland Mountain Road. And I'm not gonna attempt that.
Maniscalco. Ron.
Need bigger sheets, don't we?
Yeah, you just give one to Jimmy.
Okay.
Fine, sir. All right, we have a plat from Christopher Maniscalco to divide 12.398 acres into 4 proposed new lots located on Monterey Highway and Highland Mountain Road. You might see 5 lots on the plat. Lot 3 is not under our jurisdiction due to the fact that it is larger than 5 acres. So only 4 of the lots are under consideration. That will be 1, 2, 4, and 5. Lot 1 consists of 2.13 acres. Lot 2 is 1.644 acres. Lot 3, shown as Lot 4, is 1.462 acres. Lot 4, shown as Lot 5, is 2.344 acres and is currently vacant. And all the proposed new lots are currently vacant, served by an existing 4-inch water line. Would comply with all Overton County subdivision regulations. I have informed the surveyor. What's that?
On 5-4, whatever, you
Uh-huh.
said 2.33, it says 2.344. It's 2.144 on here, which. Lot 5.
Yeah, lot 5 is considered lot 4,
For how many acres?
Yeah.
2.144.
Oh,
Okay.
you
said
said
third.
2.3.
Okay,
Yeah.
my apologies.
It's okay.
But that's what I've got in the agenda review. I just misspoke. My apologies there. So I have we have a clause in our subdivision regulations that say any divisions of 5 lots or more require a fire hydrant. I have let Ron know that if there's one more lot cut off of this, then a fire hydrant will have to be installed. But right now, only 4 lots for our approval, so no fire hydrant. Soils, have they been done?
Yes,
Looks like
soil
that,
areas are on.
note
on the
6
plat.
is the
Yep.
shaded areas.
Yep.
So that's where the septic's go.
Yep.
I think it's good.
There are no issues with it. It meets all of our requirements.
I'll make a motion.
So. Everything, all in favor? Motion carried.
Just remember, Ron, any further development off that will require fire hydrant.
Does anybody, you got, do you want one?
A hard copy?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Alright. Thank you.
Consideration of final subdivision plat for property located on Highland Mountain Road and Union Academy Road, Harrison Division.
Yep, MJ Harris, Emily England, submitting one proposed new lot for property larger than 5 acres located on Highland Mountain Road and Union Academy Road. The proposed new lot would consist of 0.63 acres and is currently vacant. It would require, they are requesting, a subsurface sewage disposal certificate block variance, essentially meaning that they want to get this lot created without the benefit of soils evaluation. So they're trying to seek a waiver for that. Other than that, though, served by a 4-inch water line and complies with all other Overton County subdivision regulations. So all lots in Overton County that are created that are less than 5 acres without a septic system on it, we require them to get a perk test and an evaluation by the Tennessee Department of Environment Conservation. Typically, the only reason that we would allow a waiver for that is if they are creating a cemetery or some sort of utility use like a cell tower or a pump station for, or something for utilities. But I told Stephen, surveyor, and I spoke to Miss England before the meeting, she has the right to ask for the waiver. And so I'll just go ahead and go on the record and say that I'm not in favor of granting the request, because if we do that, then essentially we would have to grant that waiver for anyone who asked us. That would be under the same situation. But however, Miss England does have the right to due process and to ask us for this variance. Miss England, would you like to address the board regarding this?
I have a letter from Rick Livingston, the soil scientist. He has been out there, he's looked at it, and I can give it to y'all. Y'all can read it probably. He's just pretty much saying that soil work will have to be done, obviously, if anything wants to be built on it. I mean, I would, you probably don't,
Per his letter, he's basically saying after about 2 feet, you're hitting bedrock. While there's a potential you might be able to get a TDEC lot evaluation done and approved, it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, and I'll go a little bit further with that. We can approve a lot without an approved soil site, but the only entity that can deem a lot non-buildable is not the Overton County Planning Commission, it's the Tennessee Department of Environment Conservation. So they actually have to go through the test and get TDEC to sign something saying that this lot is non-buildable. So that's kind of the process.
Why are we breaking this lot down or creating this lot? Or
So-
is it for future
I've
build?
got
Yeah, this lot is actually created and I'll let Miss England show this. It was created by, the road being built.
yeah.
Yeah, and so, but it's still legally tied to 23.58 acres or whatever that number is
26 point something.
by deed. And so in order to break that off, they have to come and prepare a subdivision plat and bring it to us like that.
So basically, this whole thing, it's a little bit over 26 acres. This is a house here with existing septic. I'm breaking this off, selling this. This whole piece is planning to be sold. This piece just doesn't belong with any of it. And it's just something that I'm wanting to keep personally. I mean, not wanting to build anything on it. Obviously I would have to get soil work at some point if I ever did, but I would rather have this that I could sell to the Harrises over here if I ever wanted to sell it. It just doesn't, the road cuts through, it just doesn't belong with this 1.99 acre piece. So.
Yeah, and I'll even say this too. If she were to cut this off and sell it over here and combine it with that, if that's either over 5 acres or got a house on it, no perk test required there. Yeah, and I also told Miss England that if she does a perk test, I'll approve it administratively immediately. So.
Even if it comes back,
Even if it comes back negative.
okay?
Yep.
It's just got to be done.
It's got to be
It
done.
has to pass.
That's the thing.
Used to just give her service without a perk test.
Yeah.
If she ever wanted it,
Yeah.
but, I mean, it needs to be done.
Okay.
So, Ms. England, if you wanna go ahead as it is, we can certainly consider it and vote on it. If you would like to withdraw it and get a perk test, you can do that too. Whatever you wanna do, it's up to you.
This is my first time being at one of these, so I have no idea what to even, or how to even answer that question.
I don't wanna speak for my members,
Mhm.
but I'm getting the vibe that if you leave it, then they're gonna turn it down.
Okay,
So if you don't want us to do that, then you can pull it from consideration and go get the test, and I'll approve it for you as soon as you get the
so
test.
I won't have to come back to a meeting?
That's correct.
Alright, well,
He can do it.
So you're gonna officially withdraw. Can I hear you say that?
yes, I officially withdraw.
Thank you, ma'am.
But no problem with selling the other lots, though, right?
That other lot, and we're gonna talk about that here in a minute, but no, the other lot was administratively approved, that's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Stephen, just give it to me once we get that. No, sometimes TDEC will sign a plat, sometimes they won't. If for some reason they won't sign the plat, get me a letter
Okay.
that says that it has gone through the evaluation process and that doesn't work for a septic system. Or obviously, if it does, just put the notation on the plat and we'll get signed and get taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to come back here, Miss Amy,
Thank you.
unless you got something else.
Alright, hopefully not for long.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Consideration of phase one subdivision plat frontage located at East McCormick Road and Brickman Road, Dixon Division.
Yeah, hopefully, this will be fresh on your mind. This is the one we saw last month. It's right there at the corner, or the intersection where Bilbrey Road and East McCormick Road meet on Brickman Road. And if you'll also recall, we had some concerns about a couple of the lots being right there in the hill, and we asked them to combine that lot. So as you can see, lot one has now been combined. It's all good. It supports the preliminary plat that was submitted. So, basically what they're doing is they're bringing us the lots that they can get by with without having to do the installation of infrastructure. So, this is 4 lots, and so it doesn't require the fire hydrant to be in right now. It all has road frontage and it all has water lines. So Taylor knows that in order to get any more, you'll have to have the roads in, water lines in, and fire hydrants in. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And where does access to lot one, is it down here, or does it matter?
TDOT, well, no, TDOT won't do that, the county will do that, because that's a county road. It's gonna have to be so far from this.
Probably put it in here.
Yeah, because they can temporarily grant an easement right here, and that still meets the requirements of our regs. And so once this road is completed, I would say it'll probably go somewhere right in there,
Okay.
and I'm good with it. Soil's done. Yeah, we got, so, well,
I say, it looks like just about the certificate.
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, our secretary's not here tonight, but, I know. But maybe you can catch him tomorrow or something, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
No issue.
I'm good.
Make a motion to approve.
All in favor? Motion approved. Staff report.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, so we had three plats. Oh, hey, Taylor, just remember that, if you need something more than 2 lots, it'll be August before we're able to consider that. Okay, thank you. Had 3 plats that were submitted. The Wayne Howell Division, 2.35 into 2 new, lots on Rickman Road. Lot 1 is 1.08 acres, a house and 2 accessory structures. Lot 2 is 1.27 acres, an existing house and 2 existing accessory structures served by a 4-inch water line. Next is the NJ Harris 2 division. This is the one that she just showed you that had the little cutout of the 2 acres in the house. 1.99 acres existing residence served by a 4-inch water line. And then finally, the Cook combination. This is one, it's actually a lot line adjustment, and they're making a tract bigger that's out on East Fork Lane. 0.46 acres, and it's currently vacant. And lot 2 is larger than 5 acres and not subject to our jurisdiction, and it's served by a 6-inch water line. All 3 of these were sent to you in your agenda packet for review. Did anyone have any questions on these 3? Mr. Chairman, if not, thus concludes the staff report.
have no other business.
Just to announce that we've got, an intern, that started with us today. She's here tonight, Miss Inspect. Some of you might know her parents, Chris and Wendy. And so, she'll be with us for a couple of months. We don't have a meeting in July, but you'll see her probably again in August, so. She's with us for the summer. Gonna put her to work.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
You'll probably see me after August too. I love going to meetings.
There you go.
She's in the right business. That's all I got, Mr. Chairman.
Got a motion to adjourn? All in favor? Shane seconded.
Got it.
So our next meeting is August
Yeah, unless something,
August the Monday.
the first Monday in August, unless something that comes in on fire that we'll need a special call meeting for in July, but I have let every surveyor know that does business up here regularly that we don't plan to have a meeting. And if we did have a meeting, I don't know that we'd get a quorum that week. Yeah.